Hello and welcome to the e-module on Cafeteria and Pantry. At the end of the e-module, you will be able to understand what is cafeteria and pantry cleaning, learn the standard operating procedures for food court and pantry, understand the employee health and safety tools, tackles and equipment usage, learn the safety precautions to be taken. Know the frequency and parameters for checking. Understand the impact on business. Understand the service level agreement and key performance indicators of cafeteria and pantry cleaning. Before we delve deep into the details of cleaning, let's begin by having a basic understanding of the term cafeteria and pantry cleaning. One of the most important locations within any business is the area where the employees eat and take a break. Not only is that time and space highly valued and important to employees staying happy and energized throughout the day, kitchens and break rooms are also highly trafficked and need to be clean enough for people to eat in. Kitchens actually tend to harbor more bacteria than the bathroom or any other area of a building. In a facility, there are three areas which cater to these needs: cafeteria, food court, pantry. All the above areas are served by the kitchen or the food handling or storage area. The scope of work for cafeteria and pantry cleaning includes the following: a comprehensive cleaning program with a written protocol for infection control can help prevent the spread of pathogens, that is germs, that cause infectious diseases in kitchens, cafeterias, and throughout the entire premises. It also ensures that facilities use the most appropriate products and procedures available for the task to help avoid exposing product users and other building occupants to potential health hazards. In India especially, it has been noted that the cleanliness standards of eating places are not up to the level to which cross-contamination and cleanliness-borne health issues can be eliminated. The food handling area cleanliness has to be treated at a slightly higher level than the other areas, as it is not only an easy breeding area for microorganisms but also attracts a variety of pests like rodents and flies. The major hindrance which the facility management team can face is that the food can be consumed in these areas at any time. For example, in a pantry, there is no restriction on the time for having a coffee. But the housekeeping staff is not permanently stationed in these areas for the cleaning to happen on a continuous basis. Therefore, it is possible that a spillage is noted only after some time, which can be a health hazard. The cafeteria is divided into the following parts which are to be cleaned: dining area, food service counters, food holding area, kitchen, dispensing machines. The pantry is divided into the following parts: lounge, beverage dispensing machines, supplies tray. Let's now learn the standard operating procedures of cleaning areas we learned earlier. Let's begin with the dining area. Using a dustpan and a brush, clean up all the spilt food which is lying around in the dining area, especially under the chairs and tables. Brush the tabletops also for any food particles. Using a wet mop cloth, wipe the table clean. If there is gravy spilt on the table, care should be taken not to wipe more than once with the same surface. Use the wiping cloth folded in such a way that a fresh part is used for each table to be wiped. Wipe the chairs also clean. Spray the disinfectant and wipe. Once all the chairs and tables are clean, then move on to the floor. Mop the floor using the floor cleaner. Change the water as and when it gets dirty. Next is the cleaning of food service counter. Using a light brush and a dustpan, brush away all the solid food particles around the food containers and the food service counter. Using a wet cloth, wipe all gravy spillages in such a way that the gravy does not spread. Wipe clean with a clean, wet cloth. Now we will study how to clean kitchen. Remove the hood and clean the grease trap. Empty the garbage can and replace any can liners. Pre-spray all counters and the stove top before you begin to clean using degrease. Wipe down walls and backsplashes, cabinet faces and the fronts of kitchen appliances with a cleaner dampened cleaning cloth. Use all-purpose cleaner to remove finger marks, smears and stains. Scrub the interior of the sink with a degreaser. Use a scrubber to root out dirt around sink rims and drains. Rinse, then use degreaser to clean the fixtures and the sink sides. Wipe dry with a clean cloth. Wipe the counters clean and dry. Use a scraper to remove dried-on foods and a small brush to loosen soil where the back wall meets the countertops. Use the scrubbing brush to remove softened food from around the burners, knobs and dials. Tackle stubborn blobs with a scraper. Wipe dry with a fresh cleaning cloth. Vacuum the floor and then damp mop. Pay extra attention to the areas beneath the sink, that is water spots, and stove, that is grease. Shake and replace any mats or rugs. Mop the wash-up areas to keep the areas clean. Let's study about food holding area. Vacuum and mop the floors using all-purpose cleaner. Wipe the counters clean and dry. Use a scraper to remove dried-on foods and a small brush to loosen soil where the back wall meets the countertops. Now let's study about the lounge. Using a dustpan and a brush, clean up all the spilled food which is lying around in the dining area, especially under the chairs and tables. Brush the tabletops also for any food particles. Using a wet mop cloth, wipe the table clean any beverage stains. Wipe the chairs also clean. Spray the disinfectant and wipe. Once all the chairs and tables are clean, then move on to the floors. Mop the floor using the floor cleaner. Change the water as and when it gets dirty. Let's study about dispensing machines. Open the dispensing machine door and clean all the insides using a wet cloth. Using a dry cloth, clean the pipes inside the door. Clean the spillage. Remove the concentrate dispensers and clean the mouth with a clean dry cloth. Clean all the nook and crevices. Close the door and wipe the outside clean. Lastly, let's look at supplies tray and countertop. Remove all the supplies like sugar, coffee powder, tea bags, etc. Clean the tray using a wet cloth. Replace all the supplies and arrange them neatly. Clean the countertop using a wet cloth. Now let's understand the personal protective equipment to be used. Some of the equipment to be used are gloves, face mask, protective eyeglasses. Now let's understand the tools, tackles and equipment to be used. Some of the equipment to be used are cleaning cloths, specially earmarked for kitchen area, bucket, mop, all-purpose floor cleaner, disinfectant, hand brush, dustpan, carpet brush, countertop cleaner, scrubber. Now let's learn about the safety precautions to be taken while cleaning. Water during mopping should be changed more frequently. Use only neutral cleaners for food holding and handing areas. Do not sweep inside the kitchen. Follow MSDS for all chemicals. Use fresh cloth every time the cafeteria and pantry areas are cleaned. No loose strand should be there on the mops. Now let's learn what is the frequency of cleaning required. Cafeteria is to be cleaned every 2 hours during no meal times and continuously during meal times. Pantry area to be cleaned once every 2 hours. Now let's understand the various parameters of checking. They are: no food particles lying around, tables to be clean and disinfected, no food spillage around the food counters. Now let's see the impact on business. Unclean cafeteria and pantry areas can directly affect the health of the employees and hence the productivity, which can lead to loss of business. Food-related illnesses in a company leads to loss of reputation and negligence as per law. Lastly, let's look at the service level agreement and key performance indicators of cafeteria and pantry cleaning. Service level agreements, that is SLA, ensure the maintenance of proper cleanliness and hygiene in the cafeteria and pantry as per the service agreement with the client. Key performance indicator, that is KPI, perform random checks and inspection of the pantry and cafeteria to record the level of cleanliness. Try to achieve the standards of cleanliness and hygiene required as per the service agreement. Congratulations! You have now completed this e-module on cafeteria and pantry cleaning. In this e-module, you learned the following. Understand what is cafeteria and pantry cleaning. Know the standard operating procedures for food court and pantry. Understand the employee health and safety tools, tackles, and equipment usage. Learn about safety precautions to be taken. Know the frequency and parameters for checking. Understand the impact on business.